This playthrough is rated T for teen.
I tire of this game, Revan. You have been a thorn in my side from the moment I seized the mantle of Dark Lord from your feeble grasp. You made a mistake coming here, Revan. The Starforge fuels my command of the dark side. You are no match for me here, and this time you will not escape.
Ah, Malek, we meet for the first time, for the last time. Actually, we met multiple times before. Okay, that doesn't work here. Never mind. I watched too much Spaceballs. Anyway, it is you who can't escape, Malek. Surrender and the Jedi might show you mercy and fix you like they did me. See? Look at me! In my mask. Oh, I'm so hideous.
Is that what you call it? You think stripping away your power and your identity was an act of mercy, Revan? I would rather die.
The interesting thing about this story is he makes a point about the whole, like, even if it makes you a good person, is it truly right to, like, sever someone's original identity and plant your own? But the only problem that, like, deflates that issue is because this game has light side and dark side. There's clearly a good and bad side. That it kind of makes that argument a little weak sometimes. Whatever. I was saved from the darkness, Malek. You can too if you wish.
Spoken like a true slave of the Jedi Code. Save your preaching, Revan. I will have none of it. You are an insignificant speck beneath my notice. I have surpassed you in every way and accomplished what you never could. I have unleashed the full potential of this Rakatan factory. You had no idea of the power within this place. Its very walls are alive with dark side energies. And now, my old master, I will let the Starforge itself destroy you.
Looks like we've got repeating droids, repairing droids. We're gonna have to take them out, or at least find a way to disrupt them. Yeah, we get light side points for trying to convert Malek back to the good side. So, yay! All right. Oh, nice. See, this is why you buy Disrupt Droid. The only bad thing is that they're going to start respawning. So what you have to do, if I remember correctly, is there's a certain type of droid that appears, and you need to start sending them to the... or maybe I'm supposed to use a... No, it's not a grenade. Because there is, at some point, you have to basically destroy the disruptors, which is the issue. I'm trying to remember how you're supposed to do that. If you're supposed to destroy a bunch of them until the game tells you to, or if you're supposed to. Okay, I guess we have to keep fighting them till a point. Alright, still. Where's the... It's either like a bomb droid or something that gets summoned that helps us out here. I'm just trying to remember where it is. Maybe we mess with the generators while it's doing that. Okay, disable, let's see. Ooh, we could... we'll just disable the generators, we're fine. I think we're supposed to basically kill those dudes for them to drop spikes, and then we disable the generators, so... I could have sworn that there was something else you could do, like summon droids to like destroy the generators for you or something. But yeah, basically we're supposed to destroy the generators. So, all right, let's find them all. And I think we're fine. I don't think we actually need someone to. I think you could also place a bomb in the thing there, and that'll blow it up as well. So that's an alternate. Oh no, wait, these are just spikes to actually do it. Okay, sorry. I was trying to remember. Remember, it's been a while since I've done the ending, so you know. All right, we're just gonna keep disabling the generators. So, and I've got plenty of med kits if I really need them. I'm really trying to save them for Malek. And by the way, Malek is the final boss. That's not really a surprise. Not really. Yeah, we don't want to stay close to them for too long because they'll start like wailing on us. Be careful. Okay. I could have swore you could either put like a grenade in like one of those spike boxes to blow them up as well, or summon a droid to like repair a droid to blow them up too. But maybe not. I guess maybe that's another thing I was thinking of, or another game or something. But anyway, yeah. Basically, the difficulty in this fight is if you don't have enough spikes, or if you have a low computer skill, you're gonna be at this for a while because basically you have to wait for the. Because I don't think the spikes like spawn immediately. I think you have to give them a second before you can load out the thing again, or load out the spike generator. So you run around, gather spikes, disable one, then you do it, and so forth. So they should all be destroyed. Now we just have to. Oh, okay, are they not? Okay, never mind, they're done. Alright, let's go ahead and use some of these med kits to heal. And go after Malek. How dare you try to use droids against me, Malek? What type of dark side, or what type of force user are you? Pathetic. Man. Maybe I should have called a previous episode, this episode the finale before, like, before calling it, because I wanted the Starforged episodes to be the finale, but this is going to be multiple episodes cut together. Oh boy. Anyway, let's steel ourselves and prepare to fight Darth Malek for the end of Knights of the Republic. Let's do it. Head to the factory. And too bad we don't have our companions with us. I wonder how they're doing. It's just seeing them getting slaughtered. Yeah, too bad I think the only issue I really have with this game is that and I said this a bit back, is I wish there was a scene where the companions give you kind of like a speech of, I mean, they did that before when they find out you're Revan, but I wish there was kind of like, we're going to the Starforge, we might die, you know, let's, you know, talk about how much we respect you and all this other stuff or whatever. Or a scene where they say, okay, you choose your party, we're going to go out and take care of stuff or help the Jedi while you do this. But there's no scene like that. So, I mean, it doesn't make it worse. I feel like you know, like a few extra little tweaks to the story could have, we'll go and save again since something happened in that time. Could have made it just a little bit better, and they do that in their later games. But you know, this was the first attempt for this type of game. Okay, so let's see. Do we have any like hyper? I think I want just to. Okay, let's activate that before. Actually, probably should have waited till afterwards. I'll be fine. All right, Malek. Let's see who's better, light side Revan or dark side Malek. You're such a chode.
Well done, Revan. I was certain the defenses of the Starforge would destroy you. But I see there is more of your old self in you than I expected. You are stronger than I thought. Stronger than you ever were during your reign as the Dark Lord. I did not think that was possible.
The light side is stronger than you know, Malek.
I am tempted to try and capture you alive, Revan. Then I could break your will and bind you to me as my apprentice, as I did Bastila. You would be a far greater asset to me than even Bastila and her battle meditation, if I could control you. But is it worth the risk? Perhaps you are too powerful to be my apprentice. I betrayed you when I realized my own strength was greater than yours. In time, you might try to do the same to me.
Greater than yours. Keep dreaming, Malek. This is your last chance, Malek. Oh. This is your last chance, Malek. Surrender. Yeah, that one.
No, Revan. This time our confrontation can only end in death. Yours or mine. Once again, we shall face each other in single combat, and the victor will decide the fate of the galaxy.
Alright, everyone. Time for the final battle against Malek in the end of Knights of the Old Republic. Now, Malek is powerful, so you have to be careful. And if you're a scoundrel build or consular build, you are going to have a tough time with this. So I hope you saved on your med kits and everything like that. Oh, I should have equipped an energy shield that does energy thing. Okay, so anyway, let's do some beefing up really quick. As far as I know, he's almost immune or highly resistant to a lot of our abilities, so we just have to kind of distract him while we beef ourselves up. Oh, there's also one other thing that'll come up here in a second, and I'll talk about that when it actually becomes pertinent. But let's start the fight against Malek. Okay, so we can kind of shove him away. And luckily I have high resistance to Sith lightning, so let's get up close and personal, shall we, buddy? Yeah, see, look at that. I'm missing. Yeah, is that not bad? Okay, let's see. Let me get a adrenal stem on me. Do I want strength? I think strength will work. Okay, let's get a med pack. Advanced one, and then keep... Because we want to kind of keep our HP at a decent length. If it gets really bad, I'll use life supports. Okay, Malek's running. So while he does that, make sure you use another advanced kit while he runs. Hey, get back here, Malek. Come on, use it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, here's the punk part of the fight.
If only you had been the one to uncover the true power of the Starforge, you might have become truly invincible. But you were a fool. All you saw was an enormous factory. All you ever imagined was an infinite fleet rolling forth to crush the Republic. You are blind, Revan. Blind and stupid.
What are you talking about, Malek?
The Starforge is more than just a space station. In some ways, it is like a living creature. It hungers, and it can feed on the dark side that is within all of us. Look around you, Revan. See the bodies? You should recognize them from the Academy. These are Jedi who fell when I attacked Dantooine. For all intents and purposes, dead. Except for one difference. I have not let them become one with the Force. Instead, I have brought them here. The Starforge corrupts what remains of their power and transfers the dark taint to me. You cannot beat me, Revan. Not here on the Starforge. Not when I can draw upon the power of all these Jedi. And once you are beaten, I will do the same to you. You will be trapped in a terrible existence between life and death. Your power feeding me as I conquer the galaxy.
You're a monster, Malek, but yeah, this is the dick part about the fight, is the way he survives is basically force destroying, like, captive Jedi. One way to combat this is to basically, the only way you could really mess with the Jedi is basically killing them, and the only way you can do that is by force drain, which, if you're a dark side or if you're a light side character that bought one rank of force drain, you could actually kill the Jedi before him so he doesn't keep, like, spamming off of them for health and stuff like that. So yeah, one of the more difficult parts to this fight. But anyway, the sad thing is we have to actually rebuff again after what happened. So let's see, we only have so many of those. Okay, probably want to heal after that too. Man, too bad I have to like skim through these things to okay. Yeah, we need a buff, by the way. Oh, I thought he was gonna blast me a few times. That's why I like buffed. That's why I had a heal ready. Oh well, we got plenty of yeah, did a decent amount of damage. He's gonna run again, by the way. When no, yeah, we'll want to heal, and then if he does too much damage to me, I'll use a life support kit. Yeah, he's gonna run now. Okay. I don't think I can kill the Jedi myself. Oh, oh, destroy droid lets you. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That's a first. Well, never mind then. I knew Destroy Droid had like some other use, so okay, where's Malek? He's up there. Oh, this is one way to survive the fight, is if you have force speed and whatnot and you're like taking like a lot of hits, you could run away from Malek and try to like kind of reset your surroundings and stuff like that. But you have to be kind of careful when it comes to like how... Yes, there you go. Okay. Let's keep force destroying these things, or Destroy Droid these things. Man, I didn't know Destroy Droid could do that. None of the guides mention using Destroy Droid to get rid of the, or to at least stop Malek from absorbing them. So, okay, we gotta heal real quick. Alright, let's do that. I think that's it, actually. Oh, I know what that does. That restores your force points, actually. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, okay, time to... my buff's about to wear out again. Might as well redo it. So, okay, let's do... Oh, let's do that. Okay, got one. Okay, that. And then shield and speed and that. Oh, maybe I need to heal again. Okay, I'm just going to use force the life support pack again. Nope. Sorry. And that. Okay. Okay, that'll heal me up full. Force speed. Force shield. Or force armor. And then that. If I get it again, I might just do what I did with when I fought Bendak Star Killers. Kind of. You know what I need to do is I just need to life support, melee, life support, melee. That should be good for the finale. We should be basically solid for the rest of the fight. Actually, I'm going to find my advanced kit. That should be fine for the last bits. Yeah, Malek, you're done for. You got no one else to absorb, punk. Man, I knew Destroy Droid was better than I thought. Ha! Best ability ever.
Impossible. I cannot be beaten. I am the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Well, you didn't have to destroy Droid, did you? This is the way of the dark side, Malek. All things end in death. The power of the light will always be stronger than the dark side, Malek.
Still spouting the wisdom of the Jedi, I see. Maybe there is more truth in their code than I ever believed. I cannot help but wonder, Revan, what would have happened had our positions been reversed? What if fate had decreed I would be captured by the Jedi? Could I return to the light as you did? If you had not led me down the dark path in the first place, what destiny would I have found?
Yeah, when you think about it, actually it was Revan who convinced Malek to do all this stuff in the first place, so it's kind of our fault. So we're kind of the big D-bag here. Well, I am sorry I started you on this path, but you chose to continue it.
I suppose you speak the truth. I alone must accept responsibility for my fate. I wanted to be master of the Sith and ruler of the galaxy. But that destiny was not mine, Revan. It might have been yours, perhaps, but never mine. And in the end, as the darkness takes me, I am nothing.
There you are. What happened?
There was no way to turn him to the light side. I had to kill him.
I don't think anyone actually expected that he could be redeemed. I'm surprised you would even think of trying. There's no time to celebrate just yet. I was able to use my battle meditation to allow the Republic to break through the Sith fleet. The capital ships are in bombardment range.
And that means we all have to get out of here right now before this entire complex comes down around our ears. Everyone else is already on the ship. Let's move.
Admiral Dodonna, we've hit their main orbital stabilizers.
Everyone pull back. I don't want to lose any ships when that space station goes down. We did it, Vandar. The Sith are routed, and the Starforge destroyed.
But at what cost, Admiral? Where is the Ebon Hawk and her crew?
You made it.
We couldn't let you start the victory party without us, Admiral.
I'm sending an honor guard to escort you in. You'll be getting a hero's welcome when we all get home.
You have defeated Malek, destroyed the Starforge, and broken the spirit of the Sith. For this, I am proud to present you each with the Cross of Glory, the highest honor the Republic can bestow. From Coruscant to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rims, you will be known as the saviors of the Republic.
On behalf of the Jedi Council, defenders of the galaxy, and sworn protectors of the Republic, I too would like to honor you for your actions. We Jedi now have another tale to weave into the grand history of our eternal. Wherever you go, you will be recognized as the saviors of the galaxy, the heroes of our age. But you must remain ever vigilant, for one day you may be called upon yet again to defend the glory of the Republic against the tyranny of the dark side. For this is the destiny.
And this is the end of Star Wars Knights of the Republic. I do apologize so much that that final cutscene just skipped on there. I'll try to see if I can get an appropriate one for the end. But oh, thank you, Ray, Mizuki, and Greg Zetsuk for Star Wars Knights of the Republic. Yeah, see, this sounds a bit off. Sorry about that. But anyway, oh man, Knights of the Old Republic. It had been a long time since I'd played this game, man. Like, it actually had been quite a few years before I started recording this for a minute. I still consider it a classic. Now, I'll admit, playing through this game again, I realized that this game does have a lot of issues with it. Like, the rose-colored tinted glasses of nostalgia kind of wave over me every once in a while when I talk about this game, and I realized it more often when I played this game. But would I rate it any less now that I've played it again over the years? I don't think so. It's definitely not a perfect game by any means, but for one, it was one of the few games to do something different with the Star Wars franchise. Most of the Star Wars games had been like redoing the movies all over again, or the prequels, or you know, stuff about that. But this was its own thing. Like it could take a part of Star Wars that hadn't been touched before and create its own without any like having to resort to certain like tropes or things or whatever. It could be its own thing. And I think BioWare did, for its first attempt into doing an RPG about Star Wars, I thought it was pretty good, you know. A colorful cast of characters, an interesting storyline, a great twist that people still talk about to this day when you find out that you're Revan. Yes, if you play the game, there are a lot of hints that basically say, hey, you're probably Revan or related to him or something. But, you know, I never picked up on that until I was told by Malek that we were Revan. I'm like, oh, we're Revan? But, well, I guess we should go down the game. Music for the game is fantastic, using the classic scores by John Williams and everyone else, but also adding in their own tunes that are Star Wars is very nice. Everyone has their little themes, little bits of sound that make sense for Star Wars. Good. Voice acting, for the most part, was pretty on par for all the characters. Maybe like a few minor issues with some like random voice actors. But overall, I thought the voices were good for what they needed to be. Good quality there. Story, I thought the story was great. Gameplay was good for the most part, but I think it has some minor issues with... and you could tell by playing the game that the gameplay, I think, and they do tweak it a bit in the sequel, although that's not really BioWare who does the sequel. It's Obsidian who takes care of the sequel, which I thought they did a decent job on that one as well. But yeah, the gameplay basically is based on D20 style combat, you know, taking turns and stuff like that. I feel like the bad thing about this game is that, yeah, there are multiple ways to play it and you can play on easier difficulties, but I believe at some point that there is just a dominant strategy to the game, that even with all the abilities and feats and skills you can buy, that there is still just a basic set of skills you can buy that basically help you throughout the game. And the sad thing is that by the end of the game, combat is still the most important skill you can get. Like, yeah, there was the computer skill at the very end of the game, but the fact that it gives you all these spikes to help you out doesn't really make it a required skill by the end of the game. So you could be a beef monkey or beefcake throughout the whole game and be fine. But and true, I kind of wish there was a bit more to the ending, like maybe expounded a bit about like what happens to the characters afterwards or something like that, because it just shows them being rewarded. It's kind of an homage to the original game, kind of like how the Starforge exploded is basically an homage to how the Death Star blew up in the old game. But yeah, I kind of wish the ending had gone on just a little bit longer, because it doesn't give us enough time with, oh, Jennifer Hale, you're awesome as always. Raphael Sabarge, we hear you in a bunch of BioWare games. You always play the vanilla character. Rafael Vera, great as Darth Malek. John Saigon as Ordo. HK Christopher Tabori, excellent. Oh, and Kevin Michael, oh, you were excellent as Jolie. Oh, man. Oh, and Ed Asner is making a brief appearance as a Jedi Master. Oh. But yeah, just getting the reward and having it end. I mean, it makes sense. It's very Star Wars-y to end like that. Oh, there's Steve Bloom. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of, you wished for more for it, and maybe that's a good thing. You always wish for more for the ending. And if you do the dark side of the ending, it is completely different, by the way. It's not like the same thing with like some minor tweaks. The the dark side ending is different, so don't let it... So there is multiple replay value to this game. If anything, just to do it all dark side, just to see like different reactions to people and things and stuff like that. Or just to get different abilities if you want to. I really like this game. It's still a classic to me. But I'll admit, by replaying it at an older age, it's not as untouchable as it used to be. Like, I realize that this game, like, there's a lot of graphical issues to the game. Like, just like glitching, AI issues. Combat can get either really easy or drug out depending on where it got, especially by the end. It's almost like the difficulty gets turned up a notch by the end, despite me leaving it on normal. But I like the journey of the characters from Terrace to all the different, finding all the MacGuffins to get to the Starforge, unlocking characters' stories by talking to them while you travel around, learning about Karth and his dedication to the Republic and his family, Canderous and the Mandalorians, HK unlocking his memories. Oh, thank you, George Lucas. And it looks like we're heading to the end of the credits. Man, I hope you enjoyed me playing through this. I enjoyed it for as long as it was, and I hope to see you again when I play my next game.